guys, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, you're so welcome. My name is Mide J and I film everything UK lifestyle, UK content and all of those good stuff. If you're interested in any of this, just do well to click the subscribe button. It is totally free. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you guys for your support, for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. As you can tell from the title of today's video already, I'll be talking about credit card in the UK. This is a very broad topic, but I'll try to touch the basics. So I'm talking about what a credit card is, okay, how to know when you're qualified for a credit card, different types of credit card that we have, the several mistakes that most credit card users make, and how to make the best use of your own credit card. This is what and several other things I'll be touching in this video. It is fully packed. If you're interested in this, just keep watching. So firstly, I'll start by defining what a credit card is. I know most of us hear that term credit card, especially people who live abroad, people who live overseas in diaspora. What is a credit card? Basically, a credit card is a plastic card that is used to pay for goods and services, or to get money or cash from a money machine, okay, if that makes sense. Basically, that's what it is. And who are the people that issue credit cards? Credit cards are usually issued by banks, financial institutions, clubs, charities, and stores, amidst other organizations. You can use a credit card anywhere, and most stores, they display if they take credit card or not, so you won't be confused. And usually now is the 21st century, like it's modern times. Most stuff that you get online these days, they ask you for a credit card. There are some transactions that you can't make online now if you don't have a credit card, so it's somehow important to have a credit card in the UK. Well, to support the notion that you actually need a credit card to boost your credit score in the UK or living abroad, it is very true. A credit card also gives you the opportunity to build or to reinforce your credit score. You're allowed to spend up to a certain amount on your credit card. This is called the credit limit. So usually you cannot go above your credit limit. So usually when you go to your banks, they tell you, they base it on your income. So before you get your credit card, that particular account, they must have seen like a spontaneous or influx of income into that account over a period of time, and they must know that, oh, maybe this is your salary account, or money just goes in and out of that account. They need to build trust. So whoever is giving you a credit card, issuing your credit card, be it a bank or a financial organization, they have to be sure, they have to trust you. So they issue credit cards based on trust, not based on emotions or feelings. So for instance, you are earning £5,000 in a month, you can't expect them to give you let's say £10,000 credit limit. It's not done anywhere. They are providing you a facility to take money on credit and pay back over a stipulated period of time. In as much as credit card is an excellent way actually to borrow money, okay, but you have to spend responsibly, because if not, you're gonna put yourself into serious debt. Credit card money is very sweet to spend. People that have credit card, they can testify to this. If you don't have control, like good financial control, you just keep spending. So now let's talk about the requirements that you need to acquire a credit card living in the UK. However, any decision to issue a credit card by any bank, any financial organization or whatever to an individual is based on their own discretion. They have to do their checks, like I said, your income checks and all of that, identity checks. There are so many things they have to do, but there are some basic requirements that you have to meet before you can qualify for a credit card in the UK. So what are these basic requirements? So firstly, you have to be above the age of 18-year-old. Meanwhile, some lenders or some credit card suppliers have a higher minimum age, some 2021, but basically averagely you have to be 18. And then you must be a UK resident. You must be that person who resides and live in the UK. And you must not be legally restricted from obtaining any credit facility in the UK. So that means that you must have a clean record. There should be no convictions of bankruptcy, of fraud and all of that. You can ask me why you really need a credit card. There are various benefits that you would enjoy if you have a credit card in the UK. Not only to build your credit score, of course, that's the most popular reason why many people get credit cards. Apart from building your credit score, it gives you the facility to buy on credit. There are times that the money with you actually is just to pay certain bills at a particular point in time, and then you might run out of funds or money to survive for the month. That's where a credit card card comes in, it helps you to do stuff on credit. You know, credit cards can be a lifesaver here in the UK. A credit card is widely accepted. You can use it anywhere. You don't have to carry cash. You know, it's readily accessible and available to use in any part of the world. And then guys, not to exclude the rewards, the benefits, the travel insurance that you get to enjoy when you use your credit cards. There are some flight tickets you can actually purchase with your credit cards. Maybe something came up and you can't go for that trip anymore, you can actually get your cash back with your credit card. And then one of the most asked questions regarding credit card in the UK is that, can you apply for a credit card if you have no credit history? For instance, somebody who is just relocating to the UK, you are new in the UK, you're relocating for job, for marriage, for studies or whatever, you're coming to the UK, I can tell you for free that you might not have any credit score history. For credit card, it just entails the lender or the bank knowing that you have good habits with money. That's what they want to see. How have you been spending money? How have you been paying your bills? You know, when you are new, they can't see all these things. You are literally invincible. And then you ask me, what is the type of credit card you can apply for? So if you fall into this category that you are very new in the UK, you might have to apply for a credit card that is known as credit card for bad credit. And then this brings me to another point of the reasons why you can actually have a bad credit history. Number one is breaking your credit agreement. Maybe you're going above your credit limit or you are missing your payment plans. Number two is getting into financial difficulty. Just so you know that each payment that you miss is noted in your credit file, and this can really mess up your credit history. Missing multiple repayments can actually make your credit score to drop significantly, particularly if you now miss a number of consecutive repayments. Is the end of it all. Like, this will greatly affect your credit score. And moreover, if you've been involved in any fraud, any bankruptcy, or any court or illegal situation, this can make you have a bad credit history in the UK. This one is the most common that many people don't know about. Having too many credit searches. Because you are new in the UK, you want to get a credit facility ASAP, and you start doing eligibility check online everywhere you see credit card. You want to know if you're eligible. You are anticipating. I'm not saying you should, don't get this wrong, I'm not saying you should not anticipate a credit card, but no, it should not be at the detriment of your credit score. So take your time, give yourself some time. I tell people, give it 6 months, give it 8 months. Personally, I got my credit card after a year and 2 months in the UK. Of course, you don't have to be like me. I'm just trying to let you know that you should take your time. Don't rush into it, because the more desperation you show, the more searches you do, the more desperate you will appear to your lenders. When looking at taking up any credit card from any organization or any bank, you have to ensure that you apply for the credit products that are designed for someone in your situation. Everyone is in different situation. For someone with an indefinite leave to remain in the UK is in a different position from someone who is on a tier 4 visa, a student, or someone on a tier 2 visa, or even a citizen. You ask me that, can you actually withdraw cash using your credit card just as you will do with a debit card? Credit cards and debit cards are literally similar, guys, very similar. You can actually use both to pay for shopping, for services, both online and in stores. However, you can also withdraw money from a credit card as you will do for a debit card. But it is very important that you know that withdrawing money from your credit card would attract a large interest or a large fee, because most lenders often place a very significant interest on the money you withdraw physically from any cash machine or wherever. So it's usually advisable that you use your debit card to withdraw money and avoid withdrawing physical cash with your credit card. It's best to use your credit card online, you know, in stores, to pay for stuffs rather than withdrawing. Let's talk about how much they can actually charge you to withdraw money from your credit card. They can charge you in two ways. Number one is the daily interest. Okay, so this is usually calculated from the moment you withdraw money from a cash machine. So you start reading from then. You can get charged for withdrawing cash, physical cash from your credit card via the daily interest or the cash advance fee. And for the cash advance fee, it's usually calculated by the money you withdraw. Unlike the daily interest that they calculate on each day that the money is out of your account. For instance, if you withdraw £500 in this case, they can tell you like a 3% interest is charged on every £500 that you withdraw using your credit card. You can't withdraw above your credit limit. Try to get your day-to-day essentials, groceries with your credit cards, because the more you buy, the more your trust is, the more you pay back, the more the lenders are seeing your trust and your good commitment or habit with money. They just want to see how you handle money, your healthy money habits, if that makes sense. And it's also advisable to buy expensive things using your credit card rather than using your debit card, because it gives you the opportunity to pay over a long period of time. This will incredibly make your credit score or your credit history to really go higher, and it gives you upper hands when requesting for another credit card, because yes, it's actually very possible to have 2 credit cards in the UK. I'll be telling you some of the worst mistakes that you can make with your credit card and the best possible ways to avoid them. So number 1 mistake you can make is substituting credit for cash. This point also referred to me, because if you're that person who doesn't use your credit card until you are running into debt or you are very broke before you use your credit card, it's not too good. Cultivate the habit of buying your day-to-day groceries, essentials with your credit card. You don't have to wait for when you're broke. Use it on a day-to-day, because you can even get to pay for these things after consuming whatever you've bought. I know for we Africans, I've heard many people, even many UK YouTubers that are Nigerians, I've heard them saying that I'm African, we don't like to go into debt, and that's really true. I don't want to owe anybody. Or even before I collected my credit card, that was one of my points. Like, I don't want to owe anybody. I don't like to use credit cards. I want to use my debit. I want to pay once and for all and take my mind off it. Yes, it's a cultural shock here that you actually have to make use of a credit card, whether you like it or not. It's very essential. It's part of the ways that keep the system rolling, that keep the economy in check. Another mistake you can make with your credit card is making only the minimum payment. For instance, you have to pay £100 or whatever you've spent, let's say £100 at the end of the month, and you are always paying half of whatever you ought to pay. By making only the minimum payment, you are doing more harm than good, because you are, at the end of the day, you will pay more than what you should, because interest will accumulate over whatever charge you ought to pay, and that's not too good for your credit score. And also, waiting too late to make a payment is not too good for you. I think I've mentioned something like this before. Try to pay in time. And also making cash withdrawals. The moment you're getting your credit card, personally for me, when I got my credit card, my account officer already told me to avoid cash withdrawals. Like, use your debit card more for cash withdrawals. Well, the UK is actually structured in a way that you can actually do without cash, especially for the part of the UK where I stay personally. Sometimes I don't even handle cash, guys, for weeks. I can tell you that for free. Even for months. Sometimes for 2 months, I don't handle cash. That's the way, because a small cubicle shop here in the UK has POS, for crying out loud. This is not Africa. This is not Africa. Like, this is not Africa that you have to always carry cash around all the time. Another mistake, guys, that you can make as a credit card handler or holder in the UK is to close your account. Okay, now you're done making your repayments, you don't need the account anymore, you want to close it down. In a way, if you do this, your credit history is going to fade, and when it fades, there won't be that active monetary habits that they are seeing that makes them that made them to trust you to give you their credit card. So if this is vanishing into thin air, trust me, your credit score is also vanishing, and that will affect your credit legibility or reliability, if that makes sense. Rather than closing your account, you can leave the account running or just take the card out of sight. That will save you a lot of stress. So to ensure that your credit score remains your best friend rather than being a burden to you, here are the tips that you can put into play that will really help you. Number 1 is do your research before applying for any credit card. Like I said, take the credit card that is best suitable for an individual in your situation. Spend within your credit limit. It's very important. However, it is also essential that you try to pay more than the minimum requirement or the minimum payment. Pay above it. It's good for your credit score. Consider applying for something that they call balance transfer card if you are really struggling paying off your debt using your credit card. Walk up to any of your banks or your lender, your credit card supplier. Just ask them about the balance transfer card. They can help you with that in case you are, and they'll teach you how to use it in case you're struggling paying off your debt. Use your credit card for big purchases, like I mentioned earlier, and also check the rate of wherever you are going, or maybe you're going to another country. Check the rate of wherever you are and the interest of whatever it is you want to do before using your credit card wherever you find yourself. Make the most of a cashback or reward card. And lastly, ensure that you use your credit card in a very responsible, a very safe and secure manner. You don't want to leave your credit card lying everywhere when you have guests, especially people that you don't really trust around your house, around your finances. You are dropping your credit card everywhere. You don't have to take it everywhere. There is Apple Pay now. Apple Pay allows you to pay money in a very secure and safe manner. You don't have to take your physical card around. It can drop anywhere and they can pick it up and shop. This is UK. The way they'll shop with your money, you'll be surprised. And then if you follow most of the things that I've said, I can assure you that just sitting, carry your popcorn and your drink and watch your credit score go up high. Like, it's going to rise significantly, guys. I can assure you that. And lastly, you ask me where you can actually get a credit card from. I've been mentioning financial institutions, banks and all of that. There are various banks in the UK here that offer credit card. You don't have to always get a credit card from the bank that you bank with. For instance, you bank with Barclays Bank, like that's your salary account. You don't have to always get a credit card from them. And Barclays, for instance, they like Shakara too much. Like, their shoulder pad, they are very proud. I can say that they are very proud. I told my account officer. So when you go there, they might not even offer you. They will take Barclays Bank usually take like a year or 18 months before they issue you a credit card. Even if they do, they can give you. I have a friend that will watch this video. They actually gave him £50 credit limit. So don't be discouraged. They can give you any credit limit. Just work with it. Over a period of time, they will always increase your credit limit. For me, I started with 400. So before you know it, you have 1.2, you have 1.5. Some people even have 2,000, depending on your income. Like I said, you don't have to get from your bank. You can get from another bank. So just do your eligibility check and don't keep pressing for eligibility check, because it will be on your file and it might affect your credit score. So once in 6 months, credit check is good, or eligibility check. If you're eligible, they will offer you. So we have Barclays Bank, we have Lloyds Bank, we have HSBC. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you really did, please give it a big thumbs up. If you find it helpful, share this video to somebody that you think needs it. I know you know somebody. And ultimately, guys, subscribe to my channel. It is very important. Click the subscribe button. Don't watch this video and go, help a sister, help a struggling YouTuber. Subscribe, please, I beg of you. Don't just enjoy and go. Subscribe, tell somebody to subscribe, comment, like, share, all of those good stuff, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, you know how we do it. There's no hair to flip today, but anyway, peace and light always. I'll see you guys soon. Okay, bye guys.